Let us continue. Antacid. Antacid we are taking. For this antacid, example is what in the sense? Sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is the antacid. If we take excess, what will happen? Excess sodium bicarbonate, if we take, what will happen? That we'll see. This excess bicarbonate make the stomach alkaline, and triggers the production of even more acid. So actually, why we are taking antacid? In order to neutralize excess HCl produced in the stomach. For that case only this antacid sodium bicarbonate is taken. But if it is excess, what will happen? Due to this excess, HCl will be increased. Production of HCl will be increased. Sir. Therefore, another antacid will take, some other antacid will take, that is MgOH twice plus AlOH thrice. This antacid will take. This antacid is neutralizing HCl produced in the stomach. If it is taken excess, will there be any side effect? That we'll see. These metal hydroxides are insoluble in water. And they do not increase pH above neutrality. We can say. They do not increase pH above neutrality. Therefore, this is not affecting as like this with respect to that HCl. Because of insolubility, some other effect may happen. Okay. So next antacid is histamine. Regarding this, we will see it secretes pepsin. It secretes pepsin and HCl in the stomach. So regarding histamine, we are seeing. Next, we will take cimetidine. Cimetidine will take. This is a tagamet. Okay. Regarding this, we will see what is the structure of this one. We will see, and then we will see regarding the structure of histamine also. So this histamine in the sense, what is that structure? That structure we will see, histamine structure. Histamine structure is this. Now we will take cimetidine. That we will see. Okay, this is cimetidine. What is the role of this cimetidine? That we will see. It prevents interaction of histamine with the receptor present in the stomach wall. And so segregation of acid decreased. Secretion of acid decreased. Okay. Therefore, this cimetidine, what it does means because of this secretion of acid is decreased. Therefore, cimetidine we can use as a antacid. We can use so cimetidine we can use as a antacid. Sir, next antacid we will see. Next antacid is ranitidine. Next antacid is ranitidine. This is commercial name is Jantac. Okay, this antacid we will see. This antacid we can give like this. Here we can see Me2N. Then here we will see sulfur. Here NH. Then C double bond CHNO2. Here NHMe. This is a ranitidine Zantac we can say. Next we will see about histamine. Next we'll see about histamine. It is a potent vasodilator. It is a potent vasodilator. Then it contracts the smooth muscles. It contracts the smooth muscles in the bronchi and gut and relaxes muscles of walls of fine blood vessels. Then next point we'll see regarding this. It is responsible for nasal congestion associated with common cold and allergic response to pollen. Okay. In the next we will see antihistamine. We'll see antihistamine. We'll see. In the antihistamine, we'll take two compounds. We'll see one compound. In the antihistamine, we are taking two compounds. One is brompheniramine. This another name is dimetap. Another name is dimetane. Its structure we'll see. Here 5 bonds will give. Then here we are giving 5 bonds. Then we'll write bromine. Here we'll write here we have written like this. This is a brompheniramine. Next compound we'll see terfenadine. Seldane. Will take. Seldane. Here pH we can write. Next here OH. Here phenyl ring will write. Here 5 bonds will write. Here isobutyl group. Okay. It is a tertiary butyl group here. This is terfenadine. Okay. Now next point we'll see here. anti-allergic and antacid drugs work on different receptors therefore secretion of HCl is not possible. It not possible by antihistamine we can say. Sorry. Next, regarding antacid we have seen. Next we will see neurologically active drugs. We will see neurologically active drugs. Neurologically active drugs. Neurologically active drugs we will see. In that one is tranquilizers, another one is analgesics. First one tranquilizers, that we will see. Tranquilizers, that we will see. What is tranquilizers? What it will do? They relieve anxiety. Stress, then irritability, excitement, depression. Next, we'll see what is depression, that we'll see. Regarding depression, we'll see. So now we'll take regarding depression. Noradrenaline is a neurotransmitter. That plays a role in mood changes. If enzyme catalyze the degradation of noradrenaline, the degradation of noradrenaline, the level of noradrenaline, becomes low. Then the signal sending activity, becomes low. And the person suffers from depression. And the person suffers from depression. We can say. Sorry. So due to depression, what we'll do means we'll take antidepressant agent drug. That antidepressant drug we'll see. So antidepressant drug, that we'll see. So for this we will take a compound. We will take a name of the drug. That drug name is iproniazid. That compound will take. Now here CH3 twice. Iproniazid. Okay. Then next we will take a phenylzyme. Will take This commercial name is Nordil. Now we'll take this one here, phenyl ring, then here NH NH2, NH NH2. Okay. Next compound we'll take, next drug we'll take chlor dia epoxide. This will take this chemical formula will give here Cl N double bond C NHCH3 here CH2 here C double bond N plus here O minus here C6H5 phenyl ring. Sorry. Another compound we'll see. Another compound meprobamate. This compound formula NH2 ester group CH2 CCH3 here CH2 twice CH3 then here CH2 O CO NH2. Okay, what is the use of these two compounds, chlor diaz epoxide and meprobamate? These two compounds, what is the use in the sense mild tranquilizers? These two are mild tranquilizers. Then relieves tension. These two relieves tension. Okay, so these two mild tranquilizers we can say, and these two relieves tension we can say. Sorry. Next equanil. This equanil controls depression and hypertension. This equanil controls depression and hypertension. Okay, what is the formula of equanil? That we'll see. NH2 group, ester group, CH2, C is having 2 methyl groups, then CH2, ester group, NH2 group. Okay, next we will take next drug we will take Valium. We will take this Valium formula will see here phenyl ring with the chlorine, then here NCH3, so NH will write, then here CO group, here N group, here double bond, here phenyl ring. Okay, it is Valium. Next we will see serotonin. Will see phenyl ring with OH group, 5-membered ring. Here CH2, NH2 will take serotonin. Okay, these two are what compound means? Tranquilizers. These two are tranquilizers, you can say. Sir, next we will take derivatives of barbitric acid will take. Derivatives of barbitric acid. This barbiturates. It is barbiturates. Okay, derivatives of barbitric acid. Example we'll see. One is veronal. Its structure we'll see. Veronal structure, NH group. Both sides CO group. Then here NH. Here 2 groups are there. Ethyl groups, 2 ethyl groups. Then CO group. keto group. It is, this name is what in the sense veronal. This name is veronal, we can say. Sir, veronal is the derivative of what in the sense barbitric acid. Derivatives of barbitric acid, another example we will see luminal. Luminal. Next, seconal. Next, seconal. These are what means tranquilizers. These are veronal, luminal, seconal or derivatives of barbitric acid. These are tranquilizers. These are what in the sense tranquilizers we can say. Next, in this one, next point we'll see barbiturates. Barbiturates are hypnotic or hypnotic that is sleep producing agents. Sleep producing agents. So barbiturates are hypnotic, that is sleep producing agents. Okay, this is about tranquilizers. Next we will see analgesics. We will see. Next we are taking analgesics. Next we are taking analgesics. In the analgesics, first side heading non-narcotic analgesics. Non-narcotic analgesics we will see. Next we will see narcotic analgesics. Okay, first non-narcotic analgesics. For this one example is what means aspirin. This aspirin is used to treat arthritis. This aspirin is used to treat arthritis. Next point regarding aspirin. Aspirin inhibits synthesis of prostaglandins. Prostaglandins, which stimulate inflammation in the tissue. Inflammation in the tissue and cause pain. Next point in aspirin. Aspirin is anti-blood clotting agent. Anti-blood clotting agent. Use it to prevent heart attacks. Next, we will see in non-narcotic analgesics. Next example of drug, paracetamol. Paracetamol will take. This is a antipyretic. It is antipyretic. Antipyretic means this reduces fever. Sir, here we have seen non-narcotic analgesics. We have seen. Next, we will see narcotic analgesics. We will see. Now we are seeing narcotic analgesics. For this, what is the example? This example is morphine. Morphine is the example. For that structure, we will see morphine structure. Here, phenyl ring. It is having OH group. Next, cyclohexane ring. Next ring is 6-membered ring. A 6-membered ring. This 6-membered ring is having pi bond. Here OH group present rear side. Here ether linkage. Next, here NCH3 present towards us. then this carbon is bonding with this N. Okay, this carbon is bonding with this carbon is bonding with this carbon, which is bonding with this N. So this N is a tertiary amine. This is morphine. Morphine is a narcotic analgesic. Next, heroin. Next, we will see heroin. We'll see heroin chemical formula. We'll see phenyl ring. Phenyl ring. Here, phenyl ring we have written. Then we'll write a cyclohexane ring. Then we'll write a 6-membered ring. 6-membered ring having pi bond. Here one group is there. Here also one group is there. Here ether linkage. Here tertiary amine. Then this carbon linking to another carbon linking to another carbon linking to N. Okay, then means what morphine structure is there? Same morphine structure only, but instead of this OH group, what group will be there? Means acetyl group will be there. Instead of this OH group, what group is there? Means acetyl group is there. This is heroin. Sir, next narcotic analgesic. Next narcotic analgesic is what? Means codeine. Next narcotic analgesic is codeine. So morphine structure we will write as it is. We will write morphine structure. Next cyclohexane. Next 6-membered ring. 6-membered ring. Here pi bond. Here some group is there. Here also some group is there. Here ether. Next here tertiary methyl group, tertiary amine, that is having methyl group. This carbon is bonding with this carbon, which is bonding with another carbon, which is bonding with N. Okay, now we will see here in the morphine OH group is present here. Instead of that OH group, here what is present? Means methoxy group is present. Here in this right side OH group present in the morphine, same OH group present in codeine also. So codeine, heroin, morphine, these are what in the sense morphine's homologues. Okay, so morphine and its and many of its homologues, and many of its homologues, and many of its homologues when administered in medicinal doses, relieve pain and produce sleep. Okay, so these narcotic analgesics, what it does means it will reduces pain and induces sleep. Sir, now these narcotic analgesics is taken in a poisonous dose, what will happen? That we'll see. In poisonous doses, these produces, these in the sense these narcotic analgesics, morphine, heroin, codeine, these produce stupor, coma stage, convulsions, and ultimately death. Sir, next point we'll see regarding this morphine narcotics. Morphine narcotics are called as opiates, since they are obtained from opium poppy. Since they are obtained from opium poppy. This Narcotics. This narcotic analgesics. What is the use? They will see. They are used for the relief of post-operative pain. Post-operative pain means after operation. After operation, pain will not be there on taking this considerable amount. Cardiac pain. Cardiac pain. Pains of terminal cancer. Terminal cancer and in childbirth. So to avoid pain, to avoid such a type of operations, such a type of after these operations, this narcotic analgesics will be given to the considerable amount. They will reduce the pain. Next we will see antimicrobials. Antimicrobials will see. In this, what are coming in the sense? Antibiotics, antiseptics, disinfectants are coming. These are antimicrobials. That means in order to kill the microorganism. So first one will take, in this one, first one will take antibiotics. Antibiotics will take. We are taking antibiotics. This antibiotics means what we will see. It is a substance. It is a substance produced wholly or partly by chemical synthesis. Which in low concentration inhibits the growth or destroys microorganisms by intervening in their metabolic process. By intervening in their metabolic process. Okay. Next, this antibiotics drug we will see. Regarding this drug, arsphenamide. For this commercial name is Salvarsan. Is used for treatment of syphilis. Okay. This chemical formula we will see. Chemical structure will see. Here phenyl ring. Here NH2 group. Here OH group. Here arsenic group, double bond arsenic group. Next, here phenyl ring here. One group is OH group and another group is NH2 group. This is Salvarsan. This Salvarsan is chemical name is arsphenamide. It is used for syphilis. Next, antibacterial agent that we'll see. Next point, antibacterial agent. For this, what is the example of drug? Drug is prontosil. This resembles Salvarsan. This prontosil structure will see, chemical structure will see, NH2 group, phenyl ring, then NH2 group, then azo group. Azo group means N double bond N, then phenyl ring, SO2 NH2, SO2 NH2. This is prontosil. This undergoes hydrolysis in the body. This undergoes hydrolysis in the body to give what compound? We'll see SO2 NH2, phenyl ring, here NH2. That means what happens means here hydrolysis takes place in what way? In the sense such that this is breaking. This is breaking. So what is the name of this one? In the sense sulfonylamide. Sulfonylamide. What is the use of this? Means real active compound. It is real active compound. Real active compound in the sense this medicine on hydrolysis in the body becomes like this. Becomes like this. This is only antibacterial agent. Sorry. Next compound is next compound in the antibacterial agent is what? In the sense NH2, phenyl ring, SO2, SO2, NH, pyridine ring, NH pyridine ring here. Pyridine ring. What is the name of this one? In the sense sulfapyridine. This name is sulfapyridine, we can say. Say antibiotics continuation. Antibiotics having cidal, that means killing effect. Cidal means killing effect. Cidal means killing effect. Cidal effect on microbes. On microbes are called bactericidal. Are called bactericidal, we can say. Next, for this example is what? Means penicillin. Penicillin is the example for this. Then another example for this one is that aminoglycosides. Aminoglycosides. Next example is afloxacin. Afloxacin. Okay. Now we'll see penicillin. We'll see penicillin structure. Penicillin structure are CO group, NH group, then 4-membered ring. Here in this 4-membered ring, here keto group, here N, here sulfur, here 2 methyl groups, here carboxylic acid, here H. This is what in the sense penicillin. Next antibiotic we'll see chloramphenicol. Chloramphenicol we'll see that structure NO2 group, phenyl ring, CHOH, CH2OH, CH2OH. In this CH is having NHCO, CHCl2. Okay, this is chloramphenicol, we can say. Okay, next point we will see in antibiotics. Antibiotics having static. Static means inhibitory effect. Static effect on microbes. Are called bacteriostatic. That means it makes microbes inactive. For this, what is example? For this type of antibiotics, what is example of drugs? Erythromycin, tetracycline, tetracycline, chloramphenicol, Next we will see next point, spectrum of action. Next point is a spectrum of action. It is a range of bacteria. Spectrum of action means it is a range of bacteria. It is a range of bacteria or other microorganisms that are affected by a certain antibiotic, okay, set. So spectrum of action, that means if spectrum of action is high, then we can say more number of bacteria or microorganism that have been affected by the antibiotic. Next, broad spectrum antibiotics we'll see. Next we are seeing broad spectrum antibiotics. Broad spectrum antibiotics we'll see. This meaning is it kills or inhibits a wide range of gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, what is the example